Hello to all those who are watching. I am the kitchen's fiance. This is my second video. If you want to know a little more about me, go check out my last video. It's still on my page. I'm pretty sure it'll be up at the very end of this video. But this week, I want to talk about overall body health and being sick, right? Because if you can't hear me very well, I am sick. I've gotten better from the past few days, but this last Tuesday, I'm pretty sure it was the 27th, I was dreadfully sick, right? And God, I hate being sick. I can never just be a regular amount of sick. It's either 100 or it's nothing. I'm either perfectly fine or it's no, you've got a temp of 102, you can't go into work, right? And that's what happened to me this week, right? I was working through the week just as I normally would do, and on Monday I started getting a really bad cough. After I got that cough, I went home, I did the normal stuff. I took NyQuil, I went to sleep, and I went to work the next day. But I felt like shit at work the next day, right? I was still doing my job. I was still doing everything I was supposed to be doing, but God, I was slow, I was tired, I was irritated, I hated it. But I still had to go in, right? And God, it just felt the worst. And I hate it. I hated it so much. And I don't hate it because, I hate how my body's sore. I hate how all this is going wrong and all of that is going wrong. Don't get me wrong, I do hate that. But I hate being slow in the kitchen. I hate going into my job, doing it, and then huffing and puffing around, walking around, because sitting down to catch your breath and then it's just as hard as getting back up to go and do your job again. And you feel bad when you're actually trying to take a minute, right? Because that's what I had to do several times. I had to take a minute. I'm very thankful for my chef. My chef is, especially on a Tuesday, we were dead on a Tuesday. I swear to God, it was 4 p.m. In between the hours of 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. it felt like 4 hours. But my chef is very chill. I sat multiple times. He just looked at me and he didn't say a word, right? He didn't tell me to get back up and start cleaning and shit, right? He was just really cool about it. And after I had my sit, I got back up and I got back to work. But the point is, I was feeling like crap, and I hate feeling like crap. And when I went home that night, I was tired, I was sore, my entire back was just it was just about to give out. My body, oh my God, whenever you when you're sick and you get up and you feel like your body is 8 pounds lighter and you can jump 400 feet in the air, yeah, that's how I felt. But I got up at 8 a.m. the next day, and I never usually do that. I'm fucking 19, for God's sakes. I get up at 11 usually, but I got up at 8 a.m. and I took my temperature and it was 102. And this is where the bulk of what I want to talk about, even though we're already halfway through the video. This is the bulk of what I want to talk about. I didn't really call out. My chef told me I didn't have to come in because I had a temp of 102.2, right? And he offhandedly mentioned it, but I'm pretty sure the legal temperature is I don't go in if I'm over 101, but I don't know off the top of my head. But I felt like garbage calling out, right? Even though you should always take your own health first, right? If you go in at 50% and you get other people sick, you're a piece of fucking garbage. If you go in and you get me sick or get my coworker sick, you're a piece of garbage. But I can't help but feel like I'm abandoning my team or I'm letting them down because I'm not going in. I have a temperature, I'm cold, and they did 50 covers that day, right? I mean, from what I asked them about it the next day and they were like, oh no, don't worry about it, it's perfectly fine. But I missed out on helping them with a 50 cover Wednesday, which isn't the most odd thing to do, but still. I don't like calling out, I don't like abandoning my team, but on the other hand, I can't go in and risk getting other people or customers sick because, oh hey, you don't feel like abandoning your team. You feel like going in at 25% and only putting out 15% because you can barely fucking take the energy to breathe and you're coughing like you have the Black Plague. I don't know. It's It's bullcrap to me, at least. I mean, I understand why people would still go in with the temperature that high. Some people have to make rent. Some people have to do this or that. Or maybe even if you work in a Michelin star place, which I don't yet. If you work in a Michelin star place, you have to go in. Or if you're like one of my chefs, like I remember a previous chef of mine, he actually still had to go in after having COVID so bad that he was hospitalized for 3 days, and then he was out for another 4 days. He was out for a week straight because he had COVID that bad, but he still had to go in because he was on salary. So I can't. So I sit here and I feel for the people who still go in, but at the same time, it's like, if you're so sick, you shouldn't be going in. It's really a stuck in a rock and a hard place, and that's just what I wanted to talk about real quick for this video. I'm feeling better. I will definitely be back into work. I will be making more videos and such, but I wanted to say thank you for watching anyways. Thank you for listening to me rant. Do the things like subscribe. Please come back for another video and go watch my other video. Have a good day. I hope nobody gets sick.